Did Judas actually know Jesus was going to be killed when he betrayed him? In Matthew 27, verse 1 says, when morning came, all the chief priests and elders of the people plotted against Jesus to put him to death. And then verse 3, it says, Judas, his betrayer, seeing that he had been condemned, was remorseful and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned by betraying innocent blood. So why would he be remorseful after seeing that he was condemned? See, a condemnation, that's the judgment sentence. That's the punishment being put out, actually being determined what the punishment is. Judas showing that remorse after seeing that kind of makes you think he didn't think Jesus was actually going to get killed. Maybe he thought by handing him over to the chief priests that Jesus would just be put in jail, or that, all those miracles that Judas would have seen, been an eyewitness of seeing Jesus perform. Maybe he thought, oh, Jesus is going to get put in jail and just going to free himself or get himself loose, and I still get to keep this money. Maybe that was Judas's thought process, because there are multiple passages in the scripture that show the apostles, the 12 disciples, they really didn't understand when Jesus was talking about his death. There's Luke chapter 18, verse 34. There's Mark chapter 9, verse 31 through 32. There is Luke chapter 9, verse 45. There's John chapter 12, verse 16, and John chapter 20, and verse 9. All those passages show the apostles didn't really understand Jesus when he was predicting his death and saying he was going to have to die. So it stands to reason that Judas did not think that he was actually going to get killed by handing him over to the chief priests. So maybe that makes a little bit more sense why he was remorseful and brought back 30 pieces of silver. But we can learn something from our decision making based off of Judas's decision making. When he was making this decision to betray Jesus, he was only thinking of maybe one way. When we're making decisions, we need to be careful, we need to be vigilant, and we need to be wise and think of multiple consequences or actions that can come from our decision making. Don't just allow yourself to think of one way, because you might be surprised by how it comes out. So let's be careful with our decision making and take this as an example. You want to study more about this? We'd be delighted to. Please give us a call at 843-553-5157 or email us at letthebiblespeak843 at gmail.com.